Hi guys, it's Tanny the Canadian Stamper. I've got a project for you today using the new 2022-2024 Stampin' Up! In colors, which are these guys here. So every year Stampin' Up! Replaces the in colors with 5 new in colors. So it is July of 2022 and this is being recorded. So these ones are relatively new. I'm going to use the stamp set Lovely You. I put these stickers on here to show me each sticker represents a catalog, so I know how many catalogs the stamp set has been through. And this is what the project looks like. We've got a piece of matching designer series paper for the flap. So it's a quick card to make a background, and we're going to use the Sweet Sorbet, which is the red, and the Parakeet Party, which is green. These are beautiful colors. They really pop and they're super fun to work with. So let's get our background going. The Lovely You stamp set has lots of beautiful scripty, part just written. I'll give you a moment to look. And then it has all of these leaves as well with a couple of accent flowers. So we'll set that aside and let's work on the Sweet Sorbet first. So in my card kit, I have, my little embellishments. So I've got an envelope. I have a standard A2 size card base. And I'm going to, it's scored at 4 1/4. I'm gonna use my bone folder and just get a good crease on there. The other tool that I'm working with today, you can probably see it here on my camera. This looks terrible, but this is the stamp chamois. It's wet because I've just gotten it wet. My finger was already dirty before, but it doesn't come off. And it's excellent for cleaning your stamps, but when you have a number of stamps like I'm going to have working with this project, it's great to have your chamois there ready to rock and roll. It cleans your stamps super fast, which you're gonna see in a moment. So our pieces are like so. Piece of basic white, which is gonna be our main focal point of the card. This piece of designer series paper is matching of the Sweet Sorbet, just like the cardstock and the ink. And we're gonna use this for the flap. And then this is the piece that our sentiment's going to go on. So let's get our sentiment stamped first. I do have another video that goes over how to get your new ink pad set up, as far as taking the sticker off, adding your stickers, and then even a trick to help it slide or glide better, because sometimes the new ink pads can be quite sticky. So I'm going with the Wildly Grateful stamp greeting, and then my stamp set is clean. That's how fast it is. So I'm going to set this aside and let's work on our focal panel. So these are cling stamps, which are different from photopolymer, which are the see-through ones. And I don't need a mat underneath my work surface when working with cling stamps because the squishiness of the stamp is built in, whereas the photopolymer, they need something squishy underneath to make sure you get a good impression. So Sweet Sorbet is a nice red. My ink pad is very juicy, which is great. So I'm just essentially creating a background. I'm going to go with my bigger images first, and then I kind of want the long one. I think I'm going to do this one next. And I'm going to do this in Parakeet Party. So to change these out, you just need to grab it. I use my nail to peel it off. Let's get rid of this guy. So you could really do an assembly line, I think, of these. to get a number of backgrounds done all at once. I should have actually been practicing what I'm preaching here and had my other white piece, but that's okay. We'll make a bit of a different background with the other one. So I'm going to stamp off there. Don't be afraid to do that. It adds a nice accent. So let's do, I think I'm going to do that one last. Let's do, these are kind of my favorite, Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis. I think Orchid Oasis is my favorite. I am a purple fan. So let's do this flower. I would love to hear in the comments if you like the Stampin' Up! In colors this year. And if you have purchased any of them, which one might be your favorite? It's actually pretty on the Post-it note background there. So I am kind of using this piece here as my, because this is going to cover like so. So let's get this little blue flower out. So see, with the stamp chamois, it makes it super fast to swap out your stamps and your different inks. So I'm going to use, I'm actually just looking at what other stamp I have. I think I want to use this one. So don't be afraid to use both sides of your block as well. Perfect. What is this called? This is Tahitian Tide. Flip this around. Have you guys done this before? Made backgrounds with your, you have a number of different stamps in a, I love making the backgrounds. So that's good. Do feel like I need something right here. I think I'm going to fill it in. We will use Starry Sky next. This is the last color that hasn't been used, and then I think we might be good for this one. So with the little flower, I'm just going to be filling in. Ooh, that's dark, hey? Let's just do a double stamp. So that's pretty. I'm going to do the two-step stamping here for this one. We're going to do two right next to each other right here. And maybe one here. Okay, and then we've got this teeny tiny one, which I think I'm going to add some more green. A little accent piece. So having the smallest stamp added last allows you to fill in some of the empty spaces depending on what kind of look you're going for. And one more. Perfect. All right, let's get this onto our card base. So I'm going to use Tombow multi-purpose glue. I think I have a teeny tiny, oh, that would have gotten on my project. Would not have been good. Okay. And we're going to take this and it's going to go right over top and it's going to cover up kind of where those things are meeting. Here's my dimensionals. So what else can I tell you? For the month of August, 2022. I have Sending Smiles card kit to go, a card class to go, I should say. So it's $30 for 5 projects using the Sending Smile bundle, which is in the 2022-2023 Stampin' Up! Annual catalog, or it's free with a $60 purchase in the month of August. And then in September, I have the Kindest Gnomes class going on, which is, I've started designing the projects and they are so cute. So absolutely cute. So these are little embellishments, whoops, that match the in colors, of course. I love Stampin' Up! Has all of the matching pieces. So you've got ink, cardstock, and embellishments, in this case, that are all matching. So there's our first project. So let's do, oh, we gotta add our, so you just cut, how big is this? You cut a strip of Designer Series paper and go ahead and add glue to the outside flap. I just kind of, I don't go too close to the edges because I don't want it to ooze. And then just pick which side you want. I'm gonna go with the, I'm not sure what kind of a pattern you call that. So of course this is a bit big, which is okay. And then we're gonna cut from this way. So when you're cutting your piece of cardstock initially, I wanna say that this is maybe 2.5, but it should fit. So you just need to trim the sides. And it's a nice way to use your Designer Series paper to accent and make the envelope pretty. So then it matches, like so. All right, so same with this one. We'll do this one a bit quicker. So again, ooh, look at that, parakeet party. I feel like I have done this card, like background pattern before with this stamp set last year. Miles apart, but still in my heart. I know exactly who I'm gonna send this one to. All right, so if your sentiment doesn't quite fit, I just put it on an angle like that, and then it fits. Instead of having to buy a ton of different blocks. Sometimes you can, block D is the one, that's this square one, and I use it like every day. So, all right, that one's done. Now let's quickly do our background. I'm gonna start a little bit different. We're gonna start with the flower. And this is Orchid Oasis. This one is really a deep, beautiful color. Yeah, so classes are listed on my Facebook page. There'll be a link in the description box. I love to see your comments. If you have tricks or tips that you'd like to add in the comments section, that's always good, so that everybody can learn and share what they know. Wonderful crafting community. Tuck this under here. I love those two colors together. They're very complementary. This parakeet party is a party. It's a party color. I dig it. I dig it. Now, I think I'm gonna do this one, but I'm gonna do it in sweet sorbet. I think that if you had your Stamparatus, you could easily add these to your different plates. I have a video on my YouTube channel that does an overview of the Stamparatus. If you're not sure what that is, it's a stamping tool, and you could put these on different blocks or different plates of the Stamparatus. And then you would get a uniformed pattern each time. Orchid Oasis I have done. So we're going to use some Tahitian Tide and then we'll be done. I'm going to add, I think, this little flower to fill in some of our holes. Such a pop of color, I love it. I think that's good. I think I'm going to leave it there. Let's get this glued down. So our card base. Tombow glue again. I think you could do monochromatic with this as well, if you wanted to, you know, just stick with 2 specific colors. Oops, I'm out of dimensionals. I've got some music, classical music playing in the background. Miles apart, but still in my heart. Perfect. Now I've got some little dimensionals in the envelope. This is how the card buffet, this is a card buffet card actually. So this is what a card buffet is, where you attend in person and there's all sorts of baskets set up with pre-designed projects. And you choose a project, you take the basket to your workstation and you take a kit out and then you copy the design that's already ready to go from your kit. You do your stamping and all your ink and your paper and everything is all there, ready to go. And then when you're finished, you put everything back in the basket and you put it back up at the, in this case, the bar area, and you grab the next one and you can make as many projects as you like. It's $3 per project and it's about a 4-hour window. Some people stay the full time, some people just stay for a couple of hours. They come and make just a few. The next one is in August. So there we go. So let's do a recap of all of our projects today. So we've got these 2 that we made, and then this is the original. It's in plastic. So that's some design ideas for you. Quick and easy, hopefully. And you can't go wrong with these new in colors. I hope you give it a try. Thanks a lot for watching, and check out the link below for shopping link, newsletter, Facebook, social media, that kind of stuff for more inspiration. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye for now.